Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami. And the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, the Colts, when you looked at the favorites in the AFC coming into the season, you'd have to go pretty far down the list to find Indy. But here they are as they shoot for their second win as residents of Indianapolis and their third overall.
Yeah, we all remember when Peyton Manning and the Colts won Super Bowl 41 back in 2007. They did that in Miami in the rain against the Chicago Bears. And the Baltimore Colts, they beat the Dallas Cowboys way back in Super Bowl 5 with a field goal nearly at the buzzer. This team, as you mentioned, a little bit unlikely, but here they are with a chance to add to their team's lore.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they got the new stadium this year. That kind of rejuvenated them a bit, I think, and they're back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 3 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3, but here they are, and they say that experience prepared them well.
And they remember that experience, and in addition, they also remember that they missed the playoffs the year after making that Super Bowl against the Patriots in Atlanta. So this has been an important year for this entire franchise to prove that they weren't flukes to get there before. They found their way back, hung together despite some bumps and bruises, and now they have a chance to win a Super Bowl title.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent. And
they run the option on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers
At the 33-yard line.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No, that's
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
3rd and 3.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Intended for Gerald.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. This goes out right to Doyle. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And 11.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Cooper Kupp. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Colts' 27-yard line.
Here's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go with Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He steps out of
no surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, Mack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Rivers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers, middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The first down pass.
Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Rivers pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
From the gun, Rivers.
The Rams.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing, Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Rivers pass.
Not much there, only a yard.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rivers again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but Unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They go play action. Rivers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Doyle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
3.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A'Shawn Robinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through.
His kick,
and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
The score, Rams 6, Colts nothing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go.
Rams 6.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
This is Brown on the carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Malcolm Brown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Darius Leonard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mack. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Rivers. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a carry from Mack. 5 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Rivers firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mack off the draw play. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Rivers now from the 50. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They run with Hines. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Again, it's Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 8.
To the air again here, Rivers. This is caught. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have taken the lead. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run now with Brown. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Moore runs.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be caught by Cup. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. One, but incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. He's got Jack Doyle, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
14 more yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 7.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And Pascal's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
At the 4-yard line.